like this course and I like to throw far, so I think this is perfect course to me. It was fun, but also so windy.
The hard part with the wind at first was very shifty. Like you'd pick your line and you'd step up and then all of a sudden it would completely be a totally opposite direction. So a lot of us kept switching disc or the putts, you think it's a headwind and a lift and it didn't.
It's difficult, but I think it's easier for me because I can throw super stable discs and still get that distance.
You have to play really good to even play okay. I have to just accept it, own it, feel like I belong here.
Well, first of all, I just tried to wait a little bit, see if it changes, because the wind was just swirling around, so I knew that I can't be anxious. I was just trying to tell myself that I can do it, I can do it, I can do it.
Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Play It Again Sports Jonesboro Open presented by Westside Discs. This is our 5th Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series of the year. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two Huckies.
Aw.
We had some wind yesterday. I think everyone was talking about it. I'm sure you all love to continue to hear about it. It was a little bit nicer, at least on the front half today. Pretty nice spring day in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. Thank goodness for no rain in Jonesboro. That's all I'm going to say. We typically have a wet tournament, and I think today's going to let us have some hot scores. Not that we didn't already. Kristin Tattar, 95% fairway hits, 89% circle 2 in regulation, and 86% circle 1X putting.
Yeah, she shot a 10 down yesterday, which is 6 strokes better than Eveliina, who is in solo second. Eveliina, 86% fairway, 78% circle 2 in regulation, 78% circle 1X putting. And 4 down was a great score in that wind. It's nuts.
Yeah, lucky Lorentzen also shooting really solid, 86% fairway hits, 88% circle 2 in regulation. Struggling a little bit on the putting green, but that wind is definitely what was the main cause.
Rounding out our card is Jennifer Allen, 71% fairway hits, 72% circle 2, and 58% C1X putting. So a few more putts and she could have an even hotter score. She shot 2 down yesterday, as did Lucky. I think it's always cool when you, Lucky was on feature card and then maintained her position on lead card. Pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Hole 1 it's a new layout this year. If you didn't watch the first round, it's a par 4 520, same hole as last year. Is the OB a little bit wider, or is it about the same, you think?
Oh, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not either. So most ladies are going to lay up. You can go across to make the birdie easier, or even go for the eagle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are live now for the FPO lead card. Please welcome first to the tee from Pärnu, Estonia, Kristin Tattar.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because it used to be really marshy on this first shot on hole 1, and now it's so nice and manicured.
Yeah, we rarely see the eagle look here, and a lot of women gonna lay up before. It's not even a marsh anymore. It's just grass. It's so nice. They've done a lot of work out here.
Kristin going super safe here, not pushing even into the flat.
Next on the tee from Pirkkala, Finland, Eveliina Salonen.
So excited we get to watch Eveliina today. Can't wait to see her throw some big drives, big and accurate drives.
As she does. Looks like her putting was solid too. Just a nice layup as well. A little bit more in the flat.
She barely had to putt yesterday.
Yeah.
From Gilbert, Arizona, Jennifer Allen.
I heard that Jen's going to be touring a little bit more full-time this year than she has been. She's going super spiky layup shot. A little shorter than you want.
And next to tee, please welcome from Horten, Norway, Lykke Lorentzen.
3 out of 4 players on our lead card, European, across the pond.
That is cool.
Shredding.
And it might seem cooler to you guys, this is unrelated, to go across the OB and, get the easy birdie. But it's really, these are some kind of shorter layups, but it's not that difficult of a birdie with the layup. So it just doesn't really feel that worth it.
Really, really nice flexing shot from Jennifer Allen, getting through the gap and giving herself a putt. It's a little longer than you want. This basket's slightly elevated, but she is putting for birdie.
Yeah, the classic basket on the stump makes for some interesting putting. There's a lot of foliage right around the green, especially on the left side. Kristin up next pushes this one too straight.
Yeah, that was kind of some funky downhill footing. It was the classic later release mistake with the downhill footing.
Classic.
We all know that.
Yeah.
Uphill early, downhill late.
It is interesting because you think that you do this layup perfectly, or rather you think that you piped it in your OB deep and you're still like 50 feet short of the line.
Yep.
Lucky going to be caught up on that left side, probably unable to putt from in there.
It used to be a lot worse in there.
It's true.
She will at least be able to get out.
Eveliina kind of in the perfect spot to attack, but catches the very last tree. Ten down is so nuts in that wind yesterday. If you didn't watch, I highly recommend it. At least the highlights.
Yeah, she made a lot of very clutch putts. Looking super confident on the green. Jen giving it a really good run.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Lucky's still warmed up from yesterday.
Yeah, speaking of confident on the green.
Look at the lighting. The nice spring leaves.
It's so green.
Oh, yeah.
From a knee, not quite enough power to get it all the way there.
How'd hole one play today?
It was one of the easier holes of the day, averaging at a quarter stroke under par.
Nice.
18 out of 40 competitors birdieing it. It was the third easiest hole. Nice friendly starting hole.
Lucky with that great putt, the only birdie on our lead card here. Looks like Stacy Kiefer's up to a hot start, 3 down through 4.
Moving on to hole 2, a new hole. Kind of a weird change for the FPO field. We're playing the same exact hole as the MPO, tee pad and basket. 360 feet and uphill and playing closer to, I don't know, 410?
Yeah.
Maybe a little more than that.
Probably more. 'Cause
Yeah.
even the big arms aren't reaching it.
Right. And the basket used to be elevated where it was over to the left. Now it's a normal sized basket, but still on a hill where rollaways can happen. And if it does roll away here, it's going to roll far.
The best drives I've seen from the biggest arms in the game are still landing circle 2. No birdies on this one yesterday.
Yeah, we saw Kat March with a putt from inside the circle, but I feel like she was probably the only one.
Yeah. Kristin overturning it. Not a classic mistake, just trying to get that extra bit of power. Not a bad shot by any means, but this hole's kind of just drive, pitch up, just take your par.
Only 6 people got to circle 2.
Yeah.
Wild.
Ooh, I like this turning shot from Eveliina.
Ooh.
That was sweet.
And she's on the edge of circle 1.
I feel like that's the way you got to do it. Get that turn.
It's tricky, though, because even if you do get to circle 1, it's still kind of an uphill putt.
Mm-hmm. Jen with great power going right side of this tree, it looks like. Gets a little caught up, but she's nearly pin high.
Yep. Lucky has every bit of 100, 130 feet uphill.
Kind of pulls it, but gets away with it.
Kristin, just a little sawed-off chip shot here. Not trying to do anything crazy. She's had some putting errors on this hole yesterday. Just want to keep it at a par today.
See if Jen has any kind of gap to go through here. A little bit, but par. Do you think they can tell how we feel about the hole?
Yeah.
Based on our tones. This is cool, though, just to have a circle's edge look. Eveliina for birdie. Not committed. think Lucky's really making a name for herself as a really excellent, especially C1X putter. She has Circle 2 stats too that are high.
Yeah, her consistency is really climbing. It's noticeably improved from last year.
All right, nice big yawn and a round of bars. And Kristin's really got some like Easter pastel-y vibes going on.
Heck yeah. Love the yellow skirt. She holds on to her 6-stroke lead. Stacey Kiefer still holding on to her 3 down along.
Whoa. Silva Saarinen 6 down through 11.
Ooh. Popping off.
Hole 3, par 3, 324 feet. It's likely a sidearm is the best route. You can get a backhand turnover there. Real quick, we do have a Patreon giveaway winner, Rob Rowland? Unsure. But he won.
Row?
Yeah, that's him. He won.
Rob, you get a disc from the practice round.
Congratulations.
So cool.
If you want to win a disc and maybe have us mispronounce your name, join Patreon.
And thank you to everyone who is a Patreon subscriber. It really keeps the wheels turning around here.
Yeah, we need that. Oh, wow. Great shot from Lucky. She's been demonstrating that she has that forehand capability, gets inside the circle. I think that was even slightly better than yesterday. Again, the wind is down, so it's time to attack.
Kristin, not quite as much height as you want, but gets a little ground play, and she'll get a roll up onto the edge of circle 1. I forgot to say on hole 2 there were no birdies all day. I was so busy yawning that I forgot.
Yeah, I figured that was a given, yeah. I think I heard a jaw pop over there. Eveliina with a great forehand, kind of on the edge of the woods. Occasionally there'll be some obstructions over there, but I think she'll have a clear look at it. Jen, the only one on the lead card to go backhand. I like the height. Just a little bit too much turn, but she drops in a decent spot. Backhand is so hard to get all the way there. Kristin for birdie outside the circle. Cute little jumper. She like hardly ever jumps. I love.
Yep.
Did you see it? Just like a little.
Just one little.
Let's see it
we get to
again.
watch it again. Yay. Boop. Like a little bunny hop.
Yep.
And that is enough for birdie. First one of the round. Get that party started.
Love that party. Jen looks like she had some low-hanging branches in her way.
This was the most common hole of people successfully scrambling. So that little patch on the right is very easy to get in and thankfully very easy to get out.
Yeah, I'm sure it saw a lot of action. She's a machine. Great birdie. I don't think Lucky converted on this one yesterday, so good correction. Eveliina with a tough little look at it. And that's a classic hole 3,
Yep.
aka old hole 8. They're starting to blend together.
Mm-hmm. A quarter of the field birdied that one. More than yesterday, and that is only due to the wind.
Lucky gonna tie it up with Eveliina, 2 down now. Both of them 4 down overall.
In the world of disc golf, we often talk about growing the sport. But what does that really mean? It means ensuring that every player has the opportunity to improve their skills, compete at a high level, and have more fun playing our sports. Having the coaching perspective of several elite-level professional disc golfers is a key component of our program. And that's why we've brought on Holland Hamlin, one of the top athletes in the sport, to be one of our coaches. Holland's unique view of the game and exceptional coaching style have already brought value and results to all of our members. Her lessons are included with over 180 on-demand video tutorials and drills available to Academy members. So join us today at the Power Disc Golf Academy and be part of the movement to grow the sport for everyone.
Hole 4, 750 feet, a new tee pad for FPO this year that makes this gap that you have to hit off the tee a little bit further out of reach. It also forces you to land a little bit more on the left side of the fairway just because of the shape of the shot. The tree that's on the right that you are normally worried about, you don't worry about at all. Now you're worried about this later tree on the left and making sure your second shot is far enough to get around that, or at least push straight, opening up your third shot to the green. The green is sloped, so birdie isn't a gimme. If you get any sort of roll away, it can be tough to save.
Lucky didn't quite get out of the gap yesterday. She's changing it up through a Faro yesterday, a Halo Maya today, which has more turn, and that's a great shot. Probably just a little shorter than you want, but hit the line.
It's nice to see players throwing the disc that they're comfortable with instead of having to, juice a really overstable disc in the wind.
In the wind, for sure.
We can really see everyone's skill set shine.
I don't mind this change for this hole, but as we just saw, the landing zone is kind of interfering with that fairway on a different hole on the left. And I feel like there's some safety concerns if you really saw one off.
Or it catches that tree on the left.
Evelina flexes it through the tree and gets great distance. That's kind of like a good shot from the old tee pad. That was huge.
Jen with a really nice low linear shot, super pure angle on hyzer the whole way.
Gorgeous.
Lucky is going to actually have to contend with that tree on the right side. I am eating my words.
I know. Well, I mean, you are correct that more people are landing more left than previously. This is like the landing zone from the old tee pad, kind of.
And what a pretty shot navigating that tree.
Yeah.
She'll be able to see the basket.
Yeah, she gets all the way to the corner. Kristin with a cleaner line, and she can potentially get there for an eagle with a huge shot. She did get caught up in this tree yesterday, flirts with it today.
But scoots through.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice. As long as nothing's in her way there, she can see the basket as well, and it's a pretty short chip shot.
Eveliina way up here.
Yeah, gotta be thinking about it. The eagle play is to throw it at this last tree on the right here and just hope you skip through just like that.
And she sure does.
Yeah, she does.
Holy cow. That was great.
That was great.
Bullseye hit from what, 380?
Easy. Plus uphill.
Uphill, yeah.
Through a tree. Looks like Jen wasn't able to release that as late as she wanted. Looked a little early out of her hand, and she's caught up on the corner.
That was a really nice kick, though, out into the open in the fairway.
And a Jennifer Allen touch sidearm. We love it.
Little early, little short, but it's fine.
A little fine.
Yeah. Lucky's really good at these little forehand approaches.
Yeah, she is.
So good.
Kristin with one final harp approach shot, probably 120, maybe a little farther away.
This played as the second easiest hole of the day.
That's going to be a big improvement from yesterday.
Sorry, third easiest hole. But
a lot more people got it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Jen left side on her birdie bid. Eveliina for eagle. Sweet.
Yes, she did. The only one of the day.
Essentially a tap in too.
Only 17 people got to circle one in regulation. That's the most of any hole all day. So we had a lot of opportunities for birdie here. There can't have been that many, though, for eagle.
No.
Maybe some here and there.
No, unlikely that anyone else was in circle one for eagle. Maybe circle two. But you saw how Eveliina had to flirt with that right side off the tee shot, and that second shot was crazy, and also had to sneak in under those branches.
Let's do a quick check-in with Holland Hanley on hole 5.
Wow.
She has got the distance sidearm.
And the ground play.
That is so good. You heard her card mate go, whoa.
Whoa. Whoa is right.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Let's watch Rebecca Cox. Even on the round, Shot a 1 down yesterday. Overturns this one.
That was probably a friendly kick down. Being in those woods can be so brutal.
Mm-hmm. Still a little bit of work left to do for Rebecca. Working for that par. Great putt.
Her Circle 2 stats got to be beefed this weekend. It's the second one we've seen from Rebecca.
Holland for the elusive birdie. There was only one yesterday, and it was a accidental roller from Sayananda.
Yeah. Holland
that was a deliberate sidearm birdie.
It sure was. There were a few more birdies on that hole today, 6 of them.
Man, always cool to see the eagle. That blue on the scorecard. Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Hole 5 is a par 3. We just watched it. 360 feet, a notoriously difficult par 3 to get inside the circle for a putt. This final corner on the right is just devastating if you find yourself in there. That power sidearm is kind of a newer skill that a lot of ladies have not had in the past, and that's the safest way to get there. The backhand turnover can get pretty squirrely, and it's so difficult to park this one or even get a look that's not that risky because the basket's once again perched on the hillside and can leave some really big comebackers if you are too aggressive on the green.
A lot of times when we do have wind, we have a direct headwind on this hole, so it makes this backhand turnover that
Eveliina just blaces.
Yeah, a really difficult shot typically, but that was lovely.
That was.
Kind of even more of a straight shot, just right at the corner.
That was a champion Thunderbird. Really cool shot.
Lucky with the same play she did yesterday, just nice and straight. Let it finish out to the left, have an easy up and down. No reason to go nuts here.
Yeah, that's a pretty typical play.
That right side, if you get in there, it sometimes
turns
takes
into bogey or double so fast.
So fast. Sometimes it takes 2 just to get out.
Mm-hmm. Kristin getting aggressive here, working the turnover, getting a little caught, but gets the good kick. I like how wide Jen started this. I thought she was going to try to turn it just a bit more. She actually gets a straight skip to a kind of a weird spot. She's past the basket in circle 2.
Lucky just laying up. Bullseye hit for par.
Kristin from nearly the edge of circle 2. Just going to lay up. Is the lighting blowing anyone else away? It's all I can look at.
It's a beautiful spring morning.
Jen not able to do much again.
Poison ivy everywhere.
Yeah. Eveliina with the only circle 1. Is she in circle 1? Maybe she's outside.
Oh.
Regardless, she is in. Yes, ma'am. Eagle birdie.
So good. One of only 6 on the day today. Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong hole. There's only 4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Eveliina got it. We just watched Holland Hanley get it. Paige Pierce and Stacey Rawlsley also nabbing that birdie.
Love a good nab.
Mm-hmm.
Some nice clean scorecards on the lead card. Let's check back in with Chase. Here's Holland Hanley coming off at those 2 birdies we just watched. This hole is a 2-shot hole, big backhand, typically followed by a forehand into the green. Holland is in such a good spot.
Haiti also with a really solid looking tee shot, pushing nice and straight forward, and nice little fade at the end.
Haiti has a great sidearm here. You want to get this one nice and high and try to spike in. She's pushing just a bit straight. It's a solid shot, but going to be in circle 2.
She also might have to contend with, there's 2 branches on the left-hand side that can block so many putts over there.
Oh, I know about those branches.
We all know about those dang branches.
Yeah. Holland giving it the height and the spike it needs. As long as it gets past that corner, it is good.
Jonesboro is a little dry this year because a lot of times this green can be a little wet.
That's true. That little ditch is usually... Wow!
Nice. Yeah, run it in.
Yeah. A nice strong jog. Haiti going to move to 2 down on the round. And Holland going to move to 3 down with a turkey here. Chase card, chasing.
So 2 of 6 birdies on the day on that one. On the chase card, moving day, exciting.
Yeah, look at these really clean scorecards. Jennifer Allen still looking for that first birdie of the day. Definitely going to see more people under par today.
We just watched the chase card attack this hole. Like Erika said, it's a 2-shot hole. Main thing, you want to just not come in early left or get tangled up in that tree clump on the right-hand side. Just a straight pushing shot that fades is all you really need. Second shot sets up ideally for the forehand coming in high so you can carry up the hill where the basket is. Backhand turnover can work as well, but it is risky and you can find yourself into that very brutal early right corner where sometimes it's tough to just even get out.
Eveliina up first. Going destroyer. A lot of height on this. I think it has plenty of distance to wrap the corner. She's going to be a little pinched, though, for the second shot. Maybe more than a little.
Mm-hmm. That will seem to be a little more nose up than she typically throws.
It's this hillside, man.
Yeah, it does. It does exactly what it wants you to do.
Yeah, it does.
Lucky said, no, not for me, though.
Yeah, she really matches the angle of the hill well and gets a nice straight pushing shot here. She switched from a Pharaoh to a Maya, as Madison said, able to throw a little bit more touchy discs without the wind today. Ooh, I feel like that's a way to do it. Like challenge the hill and just push through. That one actually really contended with that corner, but Kristin will have a chance to get a birdie. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, it'll be a very technical second shot. Great shot from Jen, though. That's got plenty of distance.
Yo. Nice stable destroyer there. Gets past that second grouping. This actually isn't as bad as I thought.
No, it does have that little low-hanging tree branch in front of her, so she can't use the height as much as you want.
Yeah, and doesn't get enough turn on it, and that corner can be brutal. She gets a pretty fortunate kick.
So nice. Lucky has room to use that height a little more.
Looks pretty good.
Yesterday she pushed too far straight. What a great correction.
Man, Lucky putting together a really clean round. Dang, Eveliina just has to pitch.
Jen gonna try to force this backhand turnover. It's there. It's just hard.
It is hard, but Jen's pretty good at touchy backhand shots.
Overthrows the basket. She'll be up at the top of the hill in circle 2, coming back down.
Eveliina throwing 3. Looks like the right angle, it just came in a little early. And she kind of deflates after that.
Yeah, a little bit of a doofus shot there.
Oh,
we all do it. We all do it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
We're all doofuses.
Yeah, we are.
That could have been disaster, but thankfully it checks up. Sometimes catching that little mini lighthouse under the basket can cause rollaways.
Eveliina, long look for a par save.
Come on. There, like I said, we're only 6 birdies on this hole.
Here's Jen for a long one.
Only 5 people got to circle 1 in regulation. That surprises me. It is hard.
Yeah, it's one that anyone can get, but it's not easy. You need 2 perfect shots, and ideally you have power backhand and power forehand.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of the most well-designed holes for the FPO field.
I agree. Just generally, like on tour.
Yep, all year.
Eveliina going to take a bogey, move to 2 down. Jen Allen officially in the string of gray. 6 pars in a row.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Kristin maintaining that 6-stroke lead that she started with. So impressive. Hole 7, par 4, 535. It says it's only 305 to clear that second line of OB.
That's a lie.
It feels so much farther. It's like a nice big rip to get across. Ideally, you're landing as far as possible and maybe just slightly to the left. This tree up on the hill is a good visual marker. It's pin high, but you know it's at least, 50 feet away from the pin. The second shot is so difficult. You see a lot of backhand turnover shots or forehand shots, but being blind, it's so hard to get close, and then the putting green is treacherous. Here's Holland after coming off a turkey, throwing 1,000,000 feet, approximately.
And just
She's
no
halfway-
more than 10 feet off the ground the whole way.
Yeah, and she's halfway up the hill. Look at this.
That's
She can
unreal.
almost see it.
Wow, that's wonderful. What a great blind shot.
Barely blind.
Barely.
Wow. Congratulations on your ruby crowned kinglet. Did I say right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you're curious, we always pick a regional bird for 4 birdies in a row. Lucky up first here, trying to clear the OB. This is, okay, I was going to say
Wow.
challenging those trees, but plenty of power on it. Gets well across.
That's the one you're worried about, is that middle one.
Mm-hmm.
Too much height and you don't have the distance, but you got to put it a little bit lower, and then you're worried about those branches.
I would say that this is maybe where you started to feel that there was some wind. Not terrible, but it was there.
Kristin safe, got all the way across. She will have a little bit more distance up and over the hill to the basket. Jen with a big flexing shot. I like this play.
Yeah.
Allowing her to land on the right side. She might be able to see the basket over there. Evelina's just getting pushed down, but it's fine.
More than fine.
More than fine.
Good even.
So
Kristin, go ahead.
Kristin probably just looking at this left tree, letting it hyzer.
Oh, wow. Sit.
She has X-ray vision, I'm convinced.
Is that her secret?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Should we just become like one of those weird news outlets that...
Like we start conspiracy theories?
Yes.
Yeah.
You get
I'd
it.
love to.
Lucky going to be outside the circle. Solid approach shot. It's just so difficult in this blind landing zone.
Especially when you don't have X-ray vision. Like
Especially.
Kristin Tattar.
Yeah. What an absolute weapon. She only uses it for disc golf too, for any of you thinking that she might be using it for anything nefarious. Wow, solid shot from Jen there.
Yeah, it's tricky over there, but it's nice because it's a little flatter than being where Kristin and Lucky were throwing their shots from.
This is risky. Any metal hit. Just kidding. It was so good. No risk at all.
Nope, not when you're that good.
Not when you know you're not going to miss. So impressive.
Lucky playing golf here. I respect that play very much.
Fast golf. Jen for her first birdie of the round. Good for it. Cool first birdie of the day.
Mm-hmm.
One of the harder holes to birdie. Sometimes.
There was 10 today.
Okay.
But the middle of the pack.
Yeah. One of the harder ones for sure.
It always has been one of the harder
I know.
ones.
Everyone's just figuring stuff out.
Yeah, everyone can throw 4 hundo now, so
Yeah.
it's easy.
Everyone. Checking in once again with the chase card. Holland Hanley on 8. Kind of a sawed-off hyzer shot. Looks like she's going buzz. And gets just inside the circle.
Yep.
This is a classic putt here on this hole. And what a connection. 5 in a row for Holland. She moves to 7 down in a tie for second now. Holland going to take a call from corporate and then get right back to the round.
And on to the hole we just watched, 255 feet, plays a little closer to 285 or 290 with this uphill. Kind of a sawed off angle is what gets you to the green, but don't come in too knifey because if it catches an edge, it will roll into that rough on the right-hand side and it can make it very difficult to putt. You'll just have to settle for a par.
Kristin parked this one yesterday with the same disc. She is low today and going to be, about almost 50 feet away, it looks like. Jen in a tie for 6th now after her first birdie of the round. This is a Firebird and looks great if it sits. Dang. It's definitely not bad, but with those cheers, she's going to think it's closer than that. You know what I mean? You get the cheers, you're like, oh, cool, I'm parked. And you get up there and you're like, dang it.
Jen always gets like loud woos. She just had like her fan base is loud wooers.
Is woo girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. No disrespect there. I love a good woo.
Of course. We are both woo girls.
Yeah, especially for Jen.
Yeah. Catch me walking with the MPO cards as a spectator.
Ooh.
You know I'm wooing.
Lucky with I think that might be a Halo Pharaoh. It's definitely a Pharaoh. Great shot.
Little bit of wind on the screen, left to right.
Kristin closer to 40 feet than 50. That's pretty amazing that she got that far after hitting those trees, and she's a machine on the green today.
Yeah, 2 jump putts now, and I feel like that is a sign of someone that's feeling confident in their stroke. Because with how hard she just putted that, if she missed at any bit, she was going to find herself in a very difficult situation to have a comeback putt.
Yeah.
So we love the confidence.
Eveliina for a birdie. No.
Jen trying to putt underneath some branches always makes you do a little weird stuff.
Always.
Yeah.
Wow, what a clean round from Lucky here.
No, she's looking very much like a machine.
Yeah, she moves to 5 down.
This was the easiest hole of the day. The average putt being 15 feet.
Wow. People just parking it. Eveliina just cleaning up her par here. And 2 birdies, 2 pars is, I would say, fairly typical, honestly, on this hole. 1 to go on the front. Seeing some really hot scores here. No one able to really reel in Kristin Tattar. In fact, she's extended her lead by a stroke. 3-way tie, though, at second. Lucky, Holland Hanley, Eveliina, all at 7 down. Hole 9, a new hole. Used to be old 17. It's kind of the second half of that hole. It's only a 350-foot par 3, but they added this fun hazard zone over on the left, designated by the yellow stakes. Sidearm is probably the safest play to get there, but you can end up in the right side woods, which they purposefully left not cleared out, so can leave some difficult approaches putting. It was a right to left wind, at least when I came through, so it was really good for the sidearm. Harder to get the backhand there today. Okay.
All right.
It's still going. Okay, here we go. We're coming back.
This disc is going on a walk.
Circling back.
It's looking for something.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs some help. Oh, come on.
Man. It doesn't need any help. Oh my gosh, 6 in a row? Look at that block of green.
And way to capitalize on that fortunate ground play out of the hazard. Let me just go ahead and crush the circle 2 putt. Take advantage.
I love that she ran it in the second it was out of her hand.
Yeah. More confidence. Kristin pushed this one really straight yesterday and didn't get the good ground play.
Oh,
Correction made today.
Yeah, it is. Perfect.
There were 13 birdies today, 28% of the field.
Definitely more than yesterday. Lucky with a Faro here. Great forehand, also inside the circle. Jen gonna show us the backhand line. Looks like maybe it's more of a tailwind right now than right to left. It's gonna be okay for a par.
I love Evelina's forehand form.
Whoa, big old skip.
Yeah, that comes in hot.
But checks up.
Yep, just before that deep side rough.
Dang, some really nice forehands. And everyone's staying out of the hazard. Jen, just a little jump putt approach. Everyone else gonna have a putt for birdie. Wow, Lucky moving to a bogey-free 6 down on the front 9.
Great.
There we go.
Yep, Evelina finally dropping one in.
And it's funny because she's missed, what?
3.
3?
Yeah.
And she's still 4 down. Right?
Classic.
Or maybe she's, no, 3 down. Whatever math is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honk.
Kristin absolutely parked here. She's going to be 5 down. Confirmed. Mathematically correct.
And that wraps up the front 9 of moving day. Beautiful Saturday at the Disc Side of Heaven. Kristin holding on to her lead right now. Lucky and Holland and Eveliina in that 3-way tie for second place.
Lucky and Holland, hot round so far, 6 down through 9. Quite a few more ladies under par. Owen Scoggins and Silva Saarinen, both 6 down through 16. I think the chances of double digits, as Mad said yesterday, is higher today than it was yesterday. It's unreal that Kristin hit a 10 down yesterday.
And it's cool to see a lot of the people in the top 15 or even the top 20 shooting under par today. Yesterday, once we got out of the top 10, it got a little more difficult.
Yep.
But everyone's under par today.
Moving day.
Yes. Thank you so much to the Founders Club. We have 9 more holes, and we appreciate if you guys come back and hang with us on moving day. 9 more sunny holes. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Huckies.
Honk.